Hi everyone, welcome to week 4 of the Traveler's Code. So good to be back together with you again today. Many of you have already finished the week 3 audio recording and you're beginning to do some really nice work integrating that traveler mindset into your daily life. For those of you that haven't finished, it's totally okay. This course is designed for you to go at your own pace. And week 4, we're going to be taking a deeper dive into what it really means to experience freedom. When you begin to detach from those core beliefs and thoughts that are causing you to experience this internal discomfort or conflict, you're opening yourself up to experience more joy and love, happiness, and bliss. In order to do this work, we really have to be able to meet the ego. Let me give you a reminder of what the ego is. Located inside your human-centered mind, you've got that inner child that's on lockdown. It contains those false beliefs and those lies or misunderstandings. The I am unlovable, I'm not worthy, I can't cope, I'm not good enough. All of those kinds of beliefs. Really begin to think about that inner child like it's locked inside of a prison fortress. The ego is sort of like the prison guard, and it's set up a perimeter of defenses to keep your traveler self away. It does not want the inner child to know the truth. And the ego knows that the traveler self has the spiritual keys to unlock the fortress door and release the core false beliefs of the inner child. So the ego will show up in your life in many different ways, and it is the ultimate trickster, and it wears many very different faces and masks. You see, each and every one of you has very unique core strategies or defense mechanisms to try to keep that traveler self away from having that internal dialogue or facilitate that reparenting process with the inner child. Now, the moment any of you started this journey, the ego went on high alert. It knew that you were serious about changing, and you all might begin to feel some ego resistance this week. So what does that mean? If you notice that your self-talk is beginning to sound like this: I'm not smart enough to do this. This is overwhelming. I am not good enough. I don't deserve to change. If you start to notice any of that, that means that you are on the right path. Your ego is trying to get you to stop doing the work. It does not want your traveler self to come in and be in charge. So remember, what you're doing right now is your traveler self is going on an inner journey, connecting with the higher self, takes that spiritual keys of knowledge or that ancient wisdom, that internal knowing, takes that information which contains the truth of how to deal with any difficult life situation, and delivers that life lesson or emotional education to the inner child, which helps you to detach from beliefs and thoughts that no longer serve your life. And like we talked about, many of you are disconnected from that inner knowing because of things that have happened in your life. And that's when you start to develop that traveler mindset. As you are integrating that traveler mindset that already is giving you a head start, it contains that higher self-knowledge. You're going to learn how to be able to meet the ego and then eventually have this conversation with the inner child. But the first thing I need you to do is really master your ego. I really need you to understand your ego really intimately. You think about the word intimacy. Into me, I see. The greatest intimacy is you really understanding yourself. So for week 4, same rules apply. Please reach out on the Facebook group if you feel stuck or have questions. You can always work with me one-on-one through video counseling from wherever you are in the world. And let's get really excited. This is a really big week as you all really start to develop a relationship with yourself, as you get to really understand your ego. Thank you so much, and I'll talk with you all soon.